Imagine, if you will, a world where blue Democrat stronghold states are suddenly flip red, or more likely, go purple and then maybe transition into red later. But just imagine such a world. We could see that world in our lifetime. We've already seen a couple blue states kind of turn red, or performer swing states. Again, swing states implying that they, flip flop between who they end up voting for, end up becoming red states. Ohio was a famous swing state, and now everybody's just a red state. New Jersey could be the next one on the block for that sort of transition if they continue going on the path they're going on. Now, it wasn't that long ago that New Jersey, had a Republican governor, big fat Chris Christie. We all remember that, but he sucked. So, not exactly the best representation of the type of Republican that we would like to run, the northeastern part of the country. But still, if the current government of New Jersey doesn't get its shit together, they could see it turn red. Yeah, shout out to the Daily Mail. Outraged over tripling energy bills in deep blue state threatens to end the reign of Dem officials defending the hike. So yeah, not only are people's energy bills tripling in Jersey, but they're but the Republicans are actually defending it. Like it's they're not saying that tripling prices is a good thing, but they're defending the moves they made to get there. New Jersey residents are up in arms over huge spikes in their energy costs, leading to speculation it could prove fatal for Democrats. The New Jersey's Board of Public Utilities approved a 17 to 20% hike in June for the majority of households in the Garden State. Republicans in the same state have claimed it is tied directly to Democratic Governor Phil Murphy's move to shut down the state's nuclear and coal plants in 2017. Murphy touted offshore turbines as the way forward, but none of them have yet to be completed due to issues around costs. So, like, rather than build the new energy sources and then phase out the old ones, you shut down the old ones first and then try to build the new ones because you're retarded. According to the Wall Street Journal, electric bills in the state now rank as the 12th highest in the nation, with prices 15% higher than the national average. The outlet also reported the state is becoming increasingly dependent. Jesus Christ. I feel like it's been a few weeks since I mentioned this, but Jesus Christ, editors, do better. The outlet also reported the state is becoming increasingly dependent on out-of-state generation to meet the electricity demands. So another reason. So the government just outright passes legislation that raises the prices flat out via, fiat. They're shutting down their nuclear and coal power plants, and they're importing energy from out of state. So it's kind of the three prongs on the trident to raise energy prices for people in New Jersey. One resident who spoke with Fox News told the outlet of their horror and confusion over the price gouging. One woman said, $200 more, I know my electric bill. I was shocked. To say the least, I'm very disappointed. This is killing us. And every time you turn around, it's something more. You only get little pleasures in life that you enjoy, and my air conditioner is one of them. Jack Ciattarelli, I don't know how you would properly pronounce that. Italian names, whatever. A Republican is running to depose Murphy in the 2026 gubernatorial election. He has used the high energy costs to blast state Democrats, saying their ambitious ideas have impacted the wallets of state residents. Murphy is term limited from running again, with the Democratic nominee Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill stepping up. Great, so he has to deal with hopefully, like I'll just call a spade a spade. Hopefully, people just go, you know what? Times are tough. I'm not voting for a woman. Like, even if, like, my energy bills are high, New Jersey is a shitty place to live, and on top of everything else, the Democrats trot out a woman. Like, hopefully, you know, that becomes a factor in it too. Cheryl has sought to deflect the blame onto the region's grid operating company, arguing that they are ripping off citizens. Of course, it's not your fault. It's not legislation that your party has passed. It's not policies that your party pursues. It's the electric companies themselves. They're just price gouging you. Never take responsibility, never take accountability. Ha! Just like a woman. I need to get that on the soundboard, which I never even use the soundboard anymore. Due to the soaring prices, the BPU announced that $100 in credits would be handed out to curb the rising costs. Think about that for a second. Energy prices in New Jersey are going up. This is due to the Democrats and their policies. And rather than correct these things, not pursue these policies that don't work, pursue new policies that are better, turn the nuclear power plants back on, et cetera, all these things, instead, they're just going to give you money. It's like, oh, your electric bill is too high? Well, here's Gibbs. Here's your Gibbs to help you get through it. This is just like the most Democrat shit I've ever heard in my life. Everything they do costs you more, makes your life harder, and how do they try to answer that? By just giving you more state funny money that they just kind of print. Just brrr. The regulator's 3 members approved the move that will see monthly electric bills reduced by $50 in September and $50 in October. Commissioner Zenon Christodoulou, I think is how you'd say that. Zenon Christodoulou said, this should be helpful for people, but in no way solves the problem. Xenon. That's a cool name. I like it. Xenon. Or Zenon. I don't know how you'd pronounce it, but I like it. I wonder what the etymology of that name is. That doesn't sound particularly American. I hope this helps some people get over the hump. This is a very difficult time. I guess that was a quote directly from Zenon. This is a picture of Oyster Creek Generating Station, which is a nuclear power plant, and I'm assuming that this is one of the power plants that have been shut down by the Democrats in 2017. I mean, that policy was mentioned earlier in the article. There's a picture of it here. And, we'll put that together. Due to opposition from the Trump administration, plans to build offshore wind farms seems all but dead in the water for the state. In his first day in office, Trump paused nearly all offshore projects in New Jersey after he ordered agencies to stop issuing permits and leases for them. On Wednesday, the BPU said they had canceled their approval for the Atlantic Shores wind project that had aimed to power almost 1 million homes. This is insane to me. They're using offshore wind turbines. They're not. For a second there, I thought that New Jersey might actually be doing something decent and trying to use like tidal generators, which these are giant turbines that are down in the water, and as the tides come in and go out, it spins the turbine and generates electricity. And studies have shown they can be very effective, kind of like hydroelectric power, and they can be very effective, much more effective than wind. But hippies don't like them because it displaces sea life, and of course, like anything else, the maintenance of the thing can cause some damage to the environment. But but as if these wind turbines aren't going to do the same thing. You know what I mean? You can at least use the turbines that are good. On Wednesday, the BPU said they had canceled their approval for the Atlantic Shores wind project that had aimed to power almost. I already read that part. My bad. BPU President Christine Gould Sadovi said, Gould Sadovi, I guess, said today's action is a direct response to a shift in federal policy under the current administration, which has created significant uncertainty and potential for offshore wind project delays. It's because wind turbines are fucking stupid. Sorry, I was just reading this comment, and this comment is really stupid. Rising energy costs are all Trump's fault. In other news, in the Trump economy, two things are going up, but everything else is going down. Unfortunately, the two things going are prices and unemployment. Thanks, Doc. I don't know about where you're living, but the price of energy is going down in my area. Price of gas went down, so I mean, I wonder if this person's probably like a New Jersey resident. Who knows? Or no, he posted from Philadelphia. Oh, so still a Democrat shithole. Gotcha. But yeah, just it's more just more, Democrat shit that could potentially flip the state red. If people continue to watch as their, Democrat representatives continue to fuck them over with bad policy, maybe this will, wake people up. Only time will tell. But, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and be sure to like the video and sub if you're not subbed. And, follow all my links and sub to me everywhere. Follow me on X, and don't be a Democrat. Throw me a bone.